All right, Raw just went off the air, and wow, what a way to end Raw. The 1000th episode in the books now. Landmark, very historic night, I must say. Starting off with DX, a huge way to start the night. The crowd was hot, the crowd loved it, gets everyone going. I think honestly that was probably the best part of the whole show was the beginning and of course the ending. Um, you had a lot of legends come back, and I think the one thing I was concerned about is although they had 3 hours, they had such a big lineup and how they were planning on squeezing everybody in there. That was something that you had to think about. But they managed, of course. They had a couple weird ones like having Bret Hart doing ring announcing. You had having the whole legends come out with the APA with Heath Slater, Lita. That was good. Although I would have preferred a bigger star like Steve Austin, kind of like you kind of build up like you had Vader, Sid, Doink. You kind of build up to the big guy. You're gonna have Austin just get in there and kill him. But I'm not complaining. It was a good segment nonetheless. Um, I missed the whole nine. I pretty much from 9 o'clock, 9:15 to about 10:15. I missed. So I did miss the Intercontinental title match. I heard Miz won. The Brock Lesnar and Triple H segment. Of course, Triple H was gonna his challenge was gonna be accepted by Brock. So I'm not. I'm sure I'll find out what happened otherwise. Um, and there's one other thing I missed. The Rock. His when he pretty much came back with Daniel Bryan. I was surprised. Him and Punk and Daniel Bryan all did a little segment together, which was cool because it's like that's the tomorrow of the WWE, and you have The Rock, who's just an icon of the sport, and he's in there interacting with those guys. It was cool to see. Um, and then the six-man tag that was at the beginning of the show as well. Another just a way to get your current guys on there. Um, what was another main point of that? Undertaker. I made a video on that before, but that was one of the main points. I think one of the things that people will be talking about the most from this episode of Raw. And of course, the WWE title match. Match was, it was whatever. They only had about 10 minutes to really get all their shit in, because the finish was about another 5. So you got 15-minute time gap, 10-minute match, 5-minute conclusion, and I think it was needed because Punk, I think, was getting so dry as a baby face, and I think Eve was saying and Big Show said it that he has really been taking a backseat to Cena, so it kind of made sense for him not to help Cena, even though he was conflicted on, oh, should I pin him or what should I do? At the end of the day, it's the title. You got to do what you got to do, and The Rock came out to help Cena, surprisingly, and no shirt on, of course, because it's The Rock. You have a shirt on, but hey, I'm gonna go kick some ass. I'm gonna go take my shirt off. You thought he was gonna give the people's elbow. The crowd was all into it, and CM Punk out of nowhere with a flying clothesline, which I thought he was gonna go for the Rock Bottom after that because he was setting up like The Rock does. But he hits him with the GTS, and then he slowly walks to the back. I was hoping so badly for another pipe bomb, just letting everyone have it, kind of promo shoot. It didn't happen. I'm sure he'll explain everything next week. Pretty much guaranteed a CM Punk explanation. Well, I'm sure he'll bury Cena, he'll bury The Rock, he'll bury like AJ, and like pretty much everything he's been doing with her. And it'll be good to sing, good thing to see. And I think it was Trademark 629 who said CM Punk is officially cool again, and that couldn't be any more true. And I'm looking forward to it. 1001 episode. It's 3 hours now. I won't be able to see the full 3 hours since I'll be at work, but from 9 to 11 or 9:30 to 11, I'll be able to see. And yeah, that's it. Cool, very fun episode of Raw. It wasn't the best, wrestling wise. It was more segment filled, kind of bringing the old faces back so everyone can get a good laugh and a good pop. But it was good to see Undertaker, good to see The Rock, good to see Piper and all those guys, Lita, APA, DX, all of DX, not just Shawn and Hunter, Brock, and yeah, and that's all. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.